speak that language.
Oh, then let me go to break. So y'all can chop it up. This is the best show ever. We'll be right back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Let me see. We're in entertainment with Courtney Black, who's back with the facts.
Yeah, I missed you guys.
We missed you too.
Thank you.
I miss you. So, and Kyle Irby, and they worked on our entertainment report. But I happened to remember I said I got the part and I got the hookup too.
Sure did.
Yeah. Brought back a lot of us. So it's two sisters, Carla and Bessie. I'm Bad Mouth Bessie, and Tangi Ambrose plays my sister Carla. And got on the set. First of all, I was late because traffic.
Horrible.
Oh my goodness.
That direction.
Canoga Park's no joke.
Terrible.
Oh, no
It's
joke.
far.
No
Yes.
joke. No joke. So by the time I got there, it was great to see everybody. Exciting to see everybody. Scruncho was there.
Okay.
AJ Johnson.
Only celebrities get to be late and celebrating when they get in.
Nobody talks trash.
And what was funny was everybody wanted to park my car. That was hilarious.
And why? What kind of car?
Thankful to the gospel of prosperity.
Come on now.
Bentley.
Hey, come on now.
Convertible.
Man.
Thank you to
Able
the
to
talk.
be converted.
Thank you to the talk. Thank you to the talk. So we get there, and Scruncho comes out. He greets me, AJ Johnson. Oh, I got a chance to see Romeo.
Little Romeo.
Such a grown. He's
so
not
cute.
little
He's
anymore.
little.
Not a grown man.
Is it? What is the show he's on? That hip hop. What's the
Kids of Hip Hop or
something?
something like
Hip hop. I forgot what the name. Go to the Google and find the name. But he's.
I haven't heard about
I'm
him
just
in a
so
long time.
proud of him.
When he in the basketball big time?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, and he was going to
USC or something.
USC.
Right? That's what I thought.
See how we bring up sports,
Sorry.
entertainment.
Yeah.
See how that happens.
Found a way.
It happens. But I was so happy to see him. Clifton Powell. I'm not even going to talk about the part he got. It's amazing.
It's called Growing Up Hip Hop.
Growing Up Hip Hop. That's what it is. And Master P produces that.
Oh, I didn't know.
And so I got a chance to talk to him.
Okay.
And I really want people to check out. It's hooking up. Wait a minute. What's the name? Hooking up. Well, I'm gonna call it. I got the hook up too. That's what I'm gonna call it. I got the hook up too. And the reason I want you to see this movie is because one, they got a great team working on it, but two, I'm very proud that I got a chance to talk to Master P. Harry Sutherland.
Oh, good.
And we got some things in there. They may be in the movie itself, and maybe in the outtake reel where we talked about gentrification.
Okay.
That's good.
We talked about we're not just while this movie is entertainment.
Right.
It's straight entertainment.
Right, that's right.
It is right. It's not for nobility. It's straight entertainment.
That's right.
But
That's
we got
right.
a chance to mention some things that I felt were necessary. Kyle, you wanted to say?
I didn't know Lil Romeo was a junior. He's Percy Jr.
Yeah,
Never knew that.
And then Percy is Percy. Is big Percy.
Master P is Master
Big
Percy.
Right.
That's right. Perfect.
I didn't know Lil Romeo was Percy Jr.
Percy
Yes.
Jr.
Percy Romeo
Yeah.
Jr.
But it
Never
was
knew that.
it was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got a chance to. One, I want this new generation because a lot of people say we don't know you as a comic and we don't know you as an actress. You know, I'm glad. I mean, it's over the top, just crazy. This stuff. Wait till you see the outfit I got on. It's really over the top.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, it's Just a Bit Outside Monday. I'm your host Keisha, and it's your favorite sports radio show, podcast, extravaganza that be popping off Monday night from 7 to 9. And as always, I got my main man with me, Mark Foster. What's up?
I gotta admit, it's a little weird without the microphones in your face.
I know. Crazy. But as with everything, onward, upward, upgrading and whatnot. So feel pretty good about that.
Absolutely.
So how was your weekend?
Weekend was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, it rained a little yesterday. Just
Yeah, a little something.
Saturday though, I went up to Havre de Grace.
What's going on with that?
They had a like an art show, an art festival.
Oh, Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Displaying up there, so
Nice.
hung out with her for a little while and looked around at different stuff. My 9-year-old, of course, when I was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to an art show," he's like, "Alright."
Yeah.
But he dug it. It was like right by the water. It was cool. I dug it.
Word. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you got on the road a little bit. You went a little ways.
Yeah, I don't think I went quite as far as you.
Yeah. Yeah, North Carolina was fun. I went down to Durham for my cousin's wedding. Chopped it up with the fam. Drank a lot. Ate some good food. You know, time well spent with family and everything. So it was pretty decent. Pretty decent. And, you know, big weekend, I should say, and big week for our friends that, you know, we had on last week. Lynn Robinson and Andrea and the rest of the Baltimore Black Heritage Week crew. You know, they had their whole week go down, and the big event, the feed, as well as the actual festival itself, went down this weekend. And from what I saw, man, it was a huge success. You know, the mayor made an appearance. Kathy Pugh was in the building for them, so that was event. We're able to, you know, assist a lot of people. So, you know, doing good in the hood is always awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, shout out to that whole crew and congratulations, Lynn, for another great Baltimore Black Heritage Week. It was like I wasn't there, but I felt like I was still there because I got to see, you know, some of the artists and all the pictures. So it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Tonight we have what? Both of them. Usually have Monday off. And also they're both Ravens.
It's a godsend because Monday night.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's Monday Night Football here in downtown.
Yeah. It still took me a long time to get home for some reason, man. I don't know what was up with that. But yeah, we have the Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Baltimore Orioles, and of course they're upstairs at, what is that, Rogers Center?
Yeah.
I believe. Yep. And that, you know what's crazy? Like, both of these games are also on ESPN.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so the Orioles game is on ESPN Plus. Okay. And then the second game of the evening. Okay. The second game of the evening is the Ravens at the Colts. Got me?
Ravens at the Colts in Indianapolis.
Thanks a lot, dog.
They were doing practice deal like they were doing with the Rams last week, and unlike the Rams, some scuffling going down on the field.
Yep, that is correct. That was part of actually one of the points. Oh, that was me trying to get myself together. My fault. One of the points I was going to make when we started talking about it. But let's just give a quick overview. The Ravens are doing pretty well in the preseason this year. They are 2-0, and you know, as Mark mentioned, they're going up to Lucas Oil Stadium up there in Indianapolis to take on the Colts. The Ravens, okay, fun fact, you know, we're all about that. The Ravens have won 10 straight preseason games.
See, that's the thing. You don't want to get hyped because it's preseason.
Right, but
when, like they're winning 33-9, it's hard.
But they're like the preseason champs, man. But I mean, there's I guess that's like I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a great stat, but I mean, you don't get any accolades off of that, man. And then, you know, they won all the preseason games last year, and look how they turned out. You think it's gonna be different this year?
It did.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and you know, as you said, they were practicing with each other, and they had that little beef, little chess match, I guess, between the two teams, and it'll be interesting to see if that carries out on the field tonight.
I don't know about the clip you saw, but I saw, I can't remember who it was, but Raven I thought it was UFC because he mounted him, he was punching.
Oh, they were throwing the punches and stuff too. I haven't seen the clip.
There was a brawl. Maybe he was trying out for UFC. He figured like he wasn't gonna make the cut for the Ravens, so he was just like pound to pound.
Right. He said, "Oh, I ain't gonna make the team. I'm just gonna go all out, huh?"
Exactly.
Make them remember, huh? That's crazy. Is there anything, anybody that you have your eye on for tonight? I mean, I know that there are a couple of aspects of the game between the Colts and the Ravens. But is there anything that interests you? Or?
I mean, it's preseason, so of course it's going to be the guys trying to make the team and the guys trying to figure out where second and third stringers are.
Right.
And maybe even some starting positions.
Yeah.
I still think the most interesting thing right now, though, is the number 2 quarterback.
Yes.
And whether it's going to be a 3-quarterback team going into the season.
Absolutely. You made another good point, too. I think, we've been seeing a lot of the second and third stringers, but I think with this game, like the third preseason game or second preseason game for everybody else, since we played that extra Hall of Fame game, we're going to see a little bit more of the starters this go around. We might see that. I mean, they only played one series last game. Yeah. I'm expecting to see maybe 2 or 3, in the first quarter from the starters.
I don't know. I mean, they said last time Flacco was supposed to take 20 snaps, and he didn't even do that.
Right. Well, I mean, but the offense looked pretty good last week in that first series.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they got a score out of that joint.
Yeah, and they have an extra preseason this year because of the Hall of Fame.
Right. Exactly.
I think it's gonna be more of the second, third stringers. I mean, if the starters get a full quarter, I'd be surprised. Mm-hmm. At least a series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Still trying to be cautious, I guess. Huh? Yeah. You know who I'm going to be looking forward to? I'm going to be looking to see running back Kenneth Dixon.
Yes.
This is going to be his first game, or really his first little piece of action since I believe 2016.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be, trying to show that he can play a larger role, if not the running back role in the Ravens offense this year.
They said he had a hell of a training camp.
Yeah.
And I want to see how
I've been hearing that too. So what do you think? Mark? Do you think that the Ravens will be able to continue the preseason streak and win another game?
I know it's good for the fans. It's good. It's rah-rah. Yeah. It feels good to get a win, especially a big win like they did against the Rams. I don't care. Lose by 50, as long as come, September 9th, you take that field, you get the W.
Right.
I mean, I used to be the person that, watched every preseason game and even got mad if they lost, and I know a lot of people still do. But it's hard not to see how the coaches do. You're going to protect your guys, get them ready for the season, and once the official season starts, that's where you give a damn.
Right. All right. I got you on that one. I think the Ravens are going to pull off another. I think they're going to pull off another W. I mean, their defense looks a lot of fun this preseason.
Defense and offense. Both sides of the ball are looking hot.
Yeah. But I mean, very rarely. I ain't going to get my hopes up for everything to be in sync, because very rarely do we do that. That's just not the Ravens' way, though.
Injuries. That's the thing to look out for, too. So far, they've been lucky, no injuries.
Right.
And I think the biggest thing also to see for the Ravens is how much does Andrew Luck play? Yeah,
I was just about to comment on that. How much do you think he's going to play?
I think they're going to give him a lot of reps.
Really?
They want to get him season ready. Last year they were 4-12.
Mm-hmm. And he pretty much missed the whole the whole season. Right. Last year.
They want him in game day shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see him playing a whole half. And if so, how many of the starters are going to have surrounding him? We could see a Ravens loss.
Yeah, you think starters straight across the offensive line?
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah. And it'll be interesting to get a good look at him too. You know what I mean? Like I know we probably gonna miss that since we're gonna be sitting up here and still doing the show. But I'm interested to see how he's going to look. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some rust there that he's gonna have to shake off a little bit. But he used to put up some serious numbers.
I've never been a fan.
Really?
Yeah. I never liked Luck.
Yeah. You didn't like his game, or you just
that year that they did bad not in order to get the number 1 pick, but they were bad and they got the number 1 pick.
Yes.
They said it was suck for Luck, and I'm saying Luck just sucks.
So you ain't sold on him, huh?
I'm still not sold. Like he was supposed to be the second coming of Tom Brady.
Yeah. I mean that's a pretty huge statement to be saying. I mean, who's that? Gosh, I mean they had a lot of. Remember Kaepernick's first couple of games, and how they went off about that. And I mean, like his career took a different type of turn for different reasons. Yeah. But the media always get you hype. You just gotta watch a player for a year or two to get the real deal, for real. And I hope we get a little bit of chance to talk about Cleveland a little bit later on in the show. But let's keep it moving. We actually have a pretty decent show lined up for y'all. We're gonna kind of give y'all a little update on the University of Maryland and what's been going on amid all of this toxic culture, scandal, and investigation. Of course, we got our what the fuck moments of the week. We got real on wrestling going down, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Major League Baseball and give our picks for the AL Cy Young. And baseball is actually seriously heating up. And have you been watching any of the Little League World Series? They got this kid that they call Big Al.
Big Al.
He is, yo.
They started talking about him last week.
Right.
And I wanted to try to get a clip to play last week.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. So the first time so if for people who love baseball, or if you don't know anything about baseball, Little League World Series is going on right now. It's a lot of different teams from all over the world, basically, and like legit all over the world, like Japan, Australia, and then you got like, the cities all around in America that also participate. And man, these kids are just they're awesome, yo. They're awesome. And they got this kid out there by the name of Big Al. I gotta look up where he's from.
New York.
He's from New York? Okay. So the way I got introduced to this kid was I saw it on the internet. And they were like, you gotta listen to this kid's introduction for himself. It's just awesome. Have you heard his introduction for himself? Yeah. So, of course I clicked the video, and then here I see this kid, you know what I mean? He's kind of like a bigger guy. I mean, he kind of reminds me of like a baby Babe Ruth, for real. And he says, my name is such and such. They call me Big Al, and I hit dingers. Man, I fell out. Like, that was so old school and classic. Like, the music coming back on. Oh, man. All right. Well, when we come back, y'all, we're going to talk about the University of Maryland. So don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside. Yo, that kid is... I hit dingers. I was like...
We're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, don't forget, we got the Call Me Back promotion. It's the Cheryl Call Me Back promotion, but really, anybody on this team will call you back. Well, how do you do it? You got to dial 1-855-Cheryl1. Then say what affiliate you listen to Cheryl Underwood Radio on, or how you're listening to us, be it internet, satellite, low power, HBCU, international station, however you're listening to us. And if you heard about us through Radio Facts, you can say, hey, we heard about you through Radio Facts. Or if you heard about us anywhere else, say, hey, I heard about you here. Or if you listen to the World According to Cheryl, the podcast of Cheryl Underwood Radio.
You tell us what app you heard us on.
That's right.
Leave a comment when you were listening.
Absolutely, and 5 stars. And then leave your phone number in this message and say, call me back. So whoever you name to call you back, we will call you back. We will not air your phone number, but we will call you back. Why are we doing this? Because we want to get you started, acclimated, indoctrinated into a promotion that is coming where you will win prizes. You will win prizes.
Prize?
That's right, cash and or prizes. Cash and or prizes. So it is my pleasure to announce the 241st affiliate of Cheryl Underwood Radio is Indie Music Network, an internet station serving the Brown Summit area. Is Brown Summits?
All right, bro.
What is that? What is Brown Summit? It's in North Carolina.
Okay, Carolina.
It's like outside of Greensboro.
Oh, yeah.
Brown Summit.
That's right. It is outside of Greensboro.
Outside of Greensboro.
Right. Yes.
Kenny Troy is the CEO and founder of Troytown Entertainment in Brown Summit, North Carolina. And then we also have the 242nd affiliate of Cheryl Underwood Radio, FreeAgentRadio.com, is an internet radio station serving Willingboro, New Jersey market.
New Jersey.
The Willingboro, New Jersey market. So DJ Cam Jenkins. That's, I love that. Cam Jenkins is the co-owner and
certified brother.
You know this man. Hey, for everybody listening to us in Willingboro, New Jersey, don't forget November the 1st, LOL Comedy Honors. I will be honored with the Marsha Warfield Award, and Dave Chappelle will be honored with the Paul Mooney Award.
Wow.
We will be in the house. This is a Thursday night. Go to the Google, go to the social media, however you find this, so you can get tickets. And it's a Thursday night. It's a Thursday night, and we want you to check that out. So we're happy that you're the 242nd affiliate of Cheryl Underwood Radio. That's FreeAgentRadio.com. And now the 243rd affiliate of Cheryl Underwood Radio is JQLM Radio. JQLM Radio, an internet radio station serving the Indianapolis, Indiana market.
Town,
yeah, that's
Circle City,
and that's Black Expo. It's the biggest Black Expo. So we're proud to be part of the JQLM Radio family. Jackie Morrell is the founder and owner of EGO Entertainment Network in Indianapolis, Indiana. So congratulations, Rob Wilkins, our Vice President of Affiliate Relations, HBCU Initiatives. We have 243 affiliates of Cheryl Underwood Radio. We are 7 off of 250.
That's crazy.
7 off of 250. And we believe in internet stations. We believe in low power. We believe in all terrestrial. We believe that syndication can help keep local radio alive. We also believe in satellite radio, and we believe in radio that connects us all over the globe. So we are very happy about the success. Congratulations to my team, and let's keep rising to the top. You're listening to Cheryl Underwood Radio.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer Courtney Black, back with the facts and entertainment. Where did you go?
I went to Laughlin, Nevada.
Oh, you did a casino?
I did.
What was it fun? Did they have
old and white?
I know.
Yes, your people were in full effect.
Did they like you?
His people?
His people?
You sound like Ross Perot. His people.
You people.
You people.
Did a lot for you people.
I tell you something. Either we're the most inclusive show or the most bigoted.
Right. I can't tell.
I think we're the only show on radio that admits we're bigots.
Oh, well, you know.
That's right.
Or we have certain bigoted
biases.
Yeah, biases. Prejudgments.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that what it is?
That's why we all get
Which
along.
everybody does have,
Absolutely.
but we're the only ones.
We're the only ones to admit it.
That's right.
That's right. And if we could figure out how we can admit it on the podcast without losing everything I've built.
Come on now.
Then, okay, Courtney.
Yeah.
While you talking about where you went, I'm going to pull up the new affiliates of Cheryl Underwood Radio. So,
Well, your people were also
Your
raging
people.
down the river.
Raging?
Raging.
Were they violent? I don't understand.
No. They do this annual river
River raft?
float. Yeah.
So there's a river in
Colorado River.
Oh, I almost had that.
Hotels are
I've
along
actually
the river.
floated on that river.
Really?
I bet you have, White Jim.
That's your thing.
Were you
That's what
sober?
y'all do.
Half the time I was sober.
Good question, Kyle.
How many beers
It's
did you
fun.
have?
We should do it.
No, we shouldn't. Let's
If I
not say
wasn't
we
by
did.
myself, I
Let me
would have done it.
Would you have done it? Usually we don't do it stereotype coming.
Yeah.
Hair and ashiness.
Oh,
And
yeah.
hair's
you
not
go.
messing up his outfit.
That's right.
Not at all.
He's not
Not messing them slacks up.
Not at all. Slacks.
Mess up that crease.
I just love the way you said slacks.
That's what he wearing when he's swimming, Cheryl. His
Polo.
swim trunk slacks.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Just a bit outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're checking us out on Facebook, on YouTube, and did you know you can take us live, take us with you anywhere? It's right in front of my face, and I spiced it up. Rewind. Did you know you can take us with you anywhere? So not only can you check us out live on YouTube and Facebook, but now, if you missed a show, you can download a host of apps like Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast, iTunes, and check out past episodes. For the full list, go to BeExposedRadio.com and check out the syndication list on the menu bar.
Spotify. We on Spotify now, huh?
Google Podcast. I got that on my
Google
phone.
Podcast. And what was that? The Apple Tunes?
The iTunes, yeah.
iTunes. Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, all right.
There we go.
There you go. There you have it.
Growing.
That's what's up. So, we talked about the Ravens. We talked about the Orioles. Let's keep it local and kind of let's talk about this thing that kind of blew up last week with the University of Maryland and the football program. Have you heard any updates on the investigation or anything? I haven't really seen a whole lot.
I haven't heard anything on the investigation itself. It's supposed to drop mid-September, we hope. I don't think we had talked about it last week. I don't think the university even announced it till later in the week. But Rick Court, the head trainer, who was one of the first people let go and who the article really insinuates is one of the head people in this whole toxic environment, he tendered his resignation. So Rick Court is gone.
Ooh. So I'm pretty sure he's expecting the shit to hit the fan when it comes to him. Because if he resigned already, it's like, man.
I'm wondering how much of it was you resign and go out on your own terms, or we fire you.
Right.
Save a little face.
Right. I wonder. I guess he's gonna give up the pay. I mean, when he resigns, he gives up the money too, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right, nigga. There goes one. Yeah. I saw. The only thing I really saw that kind of was like a little, I guess, spicy or whatever, was a former player, wide receiver, DeAndre Lane, has stepped up and is another player who is kind of like, I guess this thing is kind of giving people courage and a platform and a voice to comment on player mistreatment at Maryland. He reported that in 2016 he was pressured to return quickly from a concussion he had sustained on the field. And this was one of the, it was the head trainer, Wes Robinson.
Really?
And he also said that he accused Wes Robinson of also insisting that he played through a tear in his tendon.
Wow.
Right. So, like I said, as this thing goes more and more, like you were just talking about
Rick
Court, right. And now this is a completely different.
Well, if you remember last week, I mentioned Wes Robinson.
Yeah.
He had been with the school since 2005, 2006.
Right.
Had served on the last two head coaches before that, and almost seemed to be bullied into acting like the other coaches.
It's going to be a lot of L's taken behind this, boy.
Yeah.
A lot of L's.
There was one interesting development, too, that I saw. That the Board of Regents is taking control of the investigation in McNair's death.
Okay,
So it's out of the university's hands, and now it's in the university system's hands.
See how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, if it's local to just the school itself, they could probably try to sweep some stuff under and not make it seem so bad.
Right.
But since the whole statewide system's taking it over, that's interesting. And the more details that come out, you're just like, oh man,
It's not looking good.
well, like they said, like they didn't call 911 and didn't call for a paramedic or anything for almost an hour after he was collapsed. Like, and if he got help sooner, then he could be alive today.
Right.
That's just sad. Like,
So it says it's going to be a lot of L's taken, boy.
Yeah.
A lot of L's. And that's kind of segue to another point that I wanted to make, that the university kind of finally broken their silence about the whole Jordan McNair incident, and they have made plans to honor Jordan McNair. So that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, they had been, I guess, pretty quiet, pretty hush mouth about it for a little while now, and I'm not sure about the timing of everything. Oh, all right, damn. All right, we out of time. We gotta take a commercial. When we come back, we got your what the fuck moments of the week. Just a bit outside.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. It's time for our HBCU shout out. And we're shouting out all Alabama HBCUs because I will be performing this weekend at the Stardome in Hoover, Alabama, right outside of Birmingham with Mike Washington.
Shout him out. Shout him out.
Mike Washington. And Erna Fouché will be with me, the executive director of PAC-RAC Foundation for Education, as we do some good in the neighborhood. We need you to get your tickets because we need a sold-out show because that'll help us do some things that we want to do in our initiative. So, who has the first HBCU?
Let me go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Cheryl Underwood.
All right.
Stillman College. Shouts out to them Stillman.
We love Stillman. And Stillman who?
Tigers.
Stillman Tigers. We love them. Jim, who you got?
I got the ambassadors and the lady ambassadors of Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama.
I just came out of Huntsville, so one we got to shout out We Up Radio, and there's another radio station that's a cumulative station. Now people say, well, why would you shout out other stations? Because I got a chance to visit my friend Tony Terrell, who I worked with at KRNB. I'm sorry, Tony, I forgot what your station handle is, but We Up is going to help us out with a couple of things. So that's why we were in Huntsville. And when they said it was Oakwood, first thing I thought was Joe Osteen. So that's right. That's the first thing I thought. So I'm really happy. And shout out to all my friends over at Mo, and shout out to Stand Up Live. We had a great time there in Huntsville. Courtney Black, who you got?
I'm heading down to Birmingham where you're going to be at Daniel Payne College.
Yes.
Defunct HBCU.
Yes.
Founded in 1889 and it closed in 1979.
Wow. Almost 100. And you know what? I really would hope that one day we can have some satellite schools that are schools that were defunct that we brought back to life because we want this history to stay alive. Super producer, you got somebody?
Can I stay in Alabama real quick?
Absolutely.
All right, let me do Tuskegee University.
Okay, look at you.
Tuskegee.
That's right. Home of the Commodores.
That's right.
Lionel Richie and Tom Joyner. Among others.
That's right.
Among others. Harry Sutherland, who you got?
Sure, I'm going to go to Montgomery, Alabama, where it's best known for the Montgomery bus boycott.
All right.
I want to shout out Alabama State University.
That's what I'm talking about. And I'm glad that you saved the best for last. Why?
You know why we love them?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. Checking us out on Facebook, and like we say, share the link, share the love. Just got that little button. Click it. Click it right now. You're watching.
Click it, Bama.
And if you got a business locally, Friday, the 24th, this Friday, open house right here, Be Exposed Radio.
Open house.
5 to 8 p.m.
Come through. Come chop it up with the crew. It'll be a good time. Good
Live
time to do some
broadcast.
networking too. Yeah, live broadcast. It's gonna be a party.
Promote your business, and maybe sign up.
We will both be in the house.
Yeah.
We'll be in the building, chopping it up. All right. So, favorite portion of the show, the WTF moments of the week. And man, I got to tell you, we got a lot. We got some good ones too.
Yeah.
Some nice, fun ones. The first WTF moment of the week I'd like to talk about is Kobe Bryant.
I must have missed this.
Oh, Lord. Yes. Kobe Bryant. You know, Kobe Bryant is, I'm all about KB24. He's like my favorite basketball player of all time. And Kobe Bryant's everything. You know what I mean? Athlete, artist, Oscar-winning artist, right? You know, and you think like, you know, it's something. What is it that Kobe has not accomplished? And Kobe is always trying to find ways to one up himself.
Okay.
So Kobe invested $6 million in a sports drink, right? This sports drink was called, that's what's so funny, Body Armor.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Body Armor, right? Okay, yeah, you heard of Body Armor now, right? Right, so back in 2014, he spent $6 million, which was roughly 10% of this company, and here it is, it's like 4 years later, okay, 2014. Guess how much his stake is, like his investment is worth now? Just take a wild guess.
That's $6 million?
Mm-hmm. Take a wild guess.
It sounds like the company contracted, so I'm going to guess like 50% owner? More?
His investment is now worth $200 million. Right. $200 million. Apparently, Coca-Cola got interested into the company. Yeah. You know what I mean? And invested in it as well. Yeah. So, you know, basically his 10% just blew the hell up, man. I mean, it was crazy. Like, that is crazy. That type of return in 4 years is just insane, yo.
Makes me wish I could go back to 2014 and throw some bucks down.
Right. And it's just like, yo, that investment alone is enough to set his 3 daughters. He got 3 girls. And ain't that crazy? He gonna have no boys. Just 3 girls. Natalia, Gianna, and Bianca. All 3 of them can be set for life, even though I'm pretty sure they're already set for life. Yeah. But you know what I mean? That's just one more little pocket of money, like just a little baby sack or something. I don't even know. Like, I mean, is there anything that he doesn't touch that doesn't turn to like gold or like rainbows and sunshine and everything awesome? Like, I mean, honestly, like, I mean, yo, he's the man.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Man, I wish I could have done that.
I put $6 and I have like $200 now.
And if I put up $6 and it turned into $30, I would be like, oh my God, that's a 500% investment. You know what I mean? Like, yo, $6 million into 200, that's just unfathomable, man. But I thought that was really awesome, though, man. Shout out to Kobe. He's always making moves, yo. I gotta give it to him. I mean, I asked the question, what was he gonna do when he hung up the sneakers? I mean, like, he already knew. He had everything already lined up, man. It's crazy. Insane.
And we talk about how much of a businessman LeBron James is, but Kobe's like, he's low-key doing it.
He's making his moves. He's making his chess moves too. I mean, it's going to be a fierce battle between who's going to be the man as far as net worth in a couple of years, because, you know, LeBron's got some good stuff going too. His team is outstanding as well, and it's all his homeboys, which I love. You know, I can't believe I just said that, but yeah. And I got one more, another basketball WTF moment of the week. Do you ever watch that show, John Oliver?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know he has the show on Mondays. It's like Last Week Tonight or something like that. Yo, and I guess John Oliver is a basketball fan. Mm-hmm. He roasted the Washington Wizards and Dwight Howard.
Really?
Yes. He basically said he wanted to teach everybody about trade. And I got to quote this. I quoted this because I just thought it was hilarious. He said, trade is the basic barter and exchange that you have to do really carefully or you'll end up with Dwight Howard. Like, yo, shots fired. Shots fired. You know how I feel about Dwight Howard. Yeah. You already know how I feel about that.
Damn.
Yeah. That roast was real.
And you can't even like disagree or anything because Dwight Howard has been miserable.
I just honestly I'm still baffled by that, and I do not know what the Wizards are thinking. He better be the second coming of the Superman or something. I don't know, man. That's just crazy. If that guy who's not even American, I'm just saying, just knows how bad, how horribly that is. Like, you know, like that's.
What the hell do British people know about basketball?
Now we're gonna be in trouble. We got any other WTF moments of the week?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be as
one out there.
lighthearted.
Yeah.
So in the world of wrestling, shortly after we went to Best in the World, you were the one to mention the Meltzer star system.
Yep.
Dave Meltzer, he's been involved in wrestling for decades, and he gives matches stars and whatnot. As it's transitioned from his old paper weekly newsletter to the modern age, he's gone into podcasting.
Okay.
And he kind of made a faux pas while on his podcast last week.
What did he do?
There's one of the women wrestlers. She's newer to the main roster, but she's been on NXT for a while. Peyton Royce.
Okay.
And I know we have a picture of her. I hope they put that up. Peyton Royce, there's nothing wrong with her at all. I think she's like the hottest woman on the roster right now.
Oh shit! What's going on?
And I think she's Australian, which.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Meltzer, he's talking about how since she got called up to the main roster, they haven't really done much with her. She hasn't really done anything. And I'll just read how they went down on the podcast. Dave Meltzer says, I think Peyton Royce's transformation to look more attractive, I don't know, I don't want to say. His co-host, Brian Alvarez, she was more attractive in NXT? Meltzer, I thought so, yes. To me, yes, I would say so. That's neither here nor there. Alvarez, no one's saying she's unattractive, by the way, everybody. Meltzer, I know, no shit. I didn't say it at all. She doesn't stand out to me. When she was in NXT, she did. She was a lot lighter.
Lighter? Like, wait a minute. What does he mean lighter? I mean, either way, it's gonna be fucked up.
She's not like chunky at all or anything. It's like, what the hell? So Royce tweeted out after it was brought to her attention. So what would you have me do, Dave? Starve myself? This is how nightmares for young women start. The females in your life must be so proud.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Lit him on fire.
Right.
And WWE and really wrestlers independent and everywhere around the world of wrestling like spoke up for Peyton and totally defended her. Seth Rollins, he gave Meltzer a -6 stars for that comment.
You do that?
And Meltzer himself has not said this, but some people have brought up that in the meantime she got breast augmentation, so that must be what he meant. But even then, like, you don't say a girl looked lighter. That's just rude. That's a
not the body. Not the body shaming, dog. Like,
exactly.
They're gonna crucify him for that.
Oh, they have.
They've been doing it. They've been going all the way in. I bet. God, that's rough. Yeah, WTF, dude. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and there's a picture of her up on the feed right now.
Yeah.
So there is nothing.
Definitely, I don't see anything wrong with anything going on over there. Yeah, it looks like everything's in place. You know, so I don't know what's up with that. But I got a WTF for Major League Baseball.
Okay.
And this one was like a lot of fun. It was between Jose Urena, pitcher for the Miami Marlins, and Ronald Acuna of the Atlanta Braves. Now, a little backstory. Ronald Acuna has been like stroking. Okay, so he was on I believe it was like a 5-game home run hitting streak. Yes. So they go first pitch of the game. All right, so they're in Miami. You know, first pitch of the game. You know, Acuna's at bat. Jose Urena's pitching the ball, and he just drills the dude, yo.
Really?
First pitch of the game.
Damn.
Sparked this huge fight. I don't know if I think I sent the clip to Nate. I don't know if we have time to put it up, but it sparked a really huge fight, right? So you know, to get the fight and everything, and
I think I hear the clip.
Oh, okay, cool.
On the third base line, the very first pitch of the game, nails Ronald Acuna Jr. and all the Braves are Absolutely he should. Meanwhile, Acuna is being tended to on the first back there.
So, all right, so you see there was like a bit of a scrum. You know, it was the first pitch of the game, so we had the dramatics straight off the top, right? So that whole thing, you know, takes its course and everything. And see, now here's the WTF of it all.
I know where this is going.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
I think so.
The very next game that Jose Urena pitched,
I know.
he pitched the complete game and beat the Nationals 12-1.
What?
Right. So this is the moral of this whole story and everything I'm about to talk about right now, kids. The moral of this is cheaters can win sometimes. The bad guy can win sometimes. The bad guy can come in first, not last sometimes. So don't be afraid to be the bad guy sometimes.
Wow.
Where did you think I was? I had to go there like, yo, it's crazy. Because he was clearly the villain in this situation. Went out in the next start and then pitched the complete game. I mean, how crazy is that?
Didn't Acuna get a suspension for that?
I think so.
6 games, which for a starting pitcher is like nothing.
Right.
And then actually, I heard talk about that on the radio last week because, like, you know, if you want to really hurt a pitcher, spend him like 20 games.
Yeah. I mean, you know, pitchers they pretty much get carte blanche because they know they'll be able to get back out there the next start and they'll change the rotation up a game or two so they can be able to, get that start in. So it's complete BS. But I thought that was just hilarious. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy.
You're like in the upbeat, chipper areas for WTS this week, and I'm just like in the.
What you got? What's the next one? Oh God.
Going back to the world of wrestling, Randy Orton, multi-time champion and all that. He's never exactly had the most sterling reputation backstage. He hazed people back in the day. A former writer for WWE, Court Bauer, he has a podcast, MLW Wrestling.
Okay.
And actually, I don't know why it started to make the rounds again. It was back in 2012, Court Bauer talked about this. But it's come up again, and WWE has started an internal investigation. I don't know if it's just a safe face or what. And once again, I'm just going to let the words from the podcast tell us a story. Court Bauer on MLW. For every new writer that would show up, he comes in the room, puts his hand down his pants, pulls out his dick, touches himself, then says, "I'm Randy Orton, shake my hand." "Oh, you don't want to shake my hand? You're big leaguing me? That's fucked up, man. Should I tell Vince and Steph you don't want to shake Randy Orton's hand?" Do you want to shake someone's hand who was just shaving and his junk was hanging out the whole time?
I'm sorry. What the fuck? Is that what's going on out here, man? Is this what's going on out here?
That's what's going on.
What the fuck is going on out? I'm scared. What is going on out here? Oh.
Now, again, that was from a podcast.
And he's been around for a while.
That was from a podcast in 2012. Who knows how long before that had happened.
Oh.
But he has this reputation doing stuff like that.
Ew. Man, what? He giving a whole new definition of armbar out that motherfucker. Nasty bitch.
That's the one I was waiting for. Like,
what is? Wow.
And apparently, he got caught one time. Stephanie walked in and he stopped it before she could see. But man, I understand getting hazing a new person, but that's just too far.
Yo, who does that?
Randy Orton.
That is some weird stuff, man. I mean, I don't know, but them fighters, them MMA fighters with them personalities and whatnot, I think sometimes they just be getting it. They be having everything all confused up in there. You know what I'm saying?
They say it takes crazy people to do that job. I guess that's the truth.
Have somebody bang you in your damn face over and over again? Yes, it does. Okay? Yes, it does take a crazy person to do that. Is that this music time?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, all right. So, I think we have time. Oh, man, all right. I got one more, maybe one or two more WTFs, and we're going to have the real long roster with Mark Foster. Don't go anywhere. That shit is crazy. Yeah.
We're back with more Cheryl, Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, you are listening to that news you can use, that word on the street, that 60 seconds from the Hill, from our favorite country boy, better known as Judge Harry Sutherland. And you just are so upset about this that the president may have used the N-word, but he used it when he was on Celebrity Apprentice. Does that matter to you, Kyle?
It does matter to me because I don't think my man White Jim stopped using the N-word one day. I believe that he didn't use it before and he don't use it now.
Right. That's
a hypothetical. That's a hypothetical.
I believe that he did not use it before.
Clarify. Jim was
there it is. And he don't use it now.
Jim booty got real tight.
What? This is about to be really bad. Booty got tight. Tighter than it is.
Tighter than normally is.
He was chewing up the khaki man.
About that. The white man got tight booty.
Oh, the white man.
Always too far here.
I'm about to walk out of here. Jim was like, I thought we were friends.
Right.
Gotta watch him.
Okay, so wait a minute. So he's never used it. Listen, don't call in. Look, everybody, look at the phones. He did what?
Call me, Jim.
Yeah, you know how black people cannot hear anything. Right. So all they heard was Jim use the N-word. Why is he still working?
That's all they heard.
That's all they heard. Okay, so the president may have used this word when he was on Celebrity Apprentice.
That's correct.
On a hot mic. But which one is it, Penn or Teller?
Ooh,
Penn.
Who was in the room?
Penn.
He was in the room, but he said he's a storyteller.
But he doesn't know.
And storytellers get it wrong, right? So it was a cover. It was a cover for him,
right?
Because he's trying not to he don't want to get himself in trouble.
Because he sat there and listened to it,
and the fact that some of his fans are Trump supporters. I bet a lot of them are.
Oh,
but he would speak up if he wasn't the president, is what he said.
Oh,
that's right. So he's
if he was still just a reality star, he would have told this long time.
And if he's asked to testify now, he's going to tell the truth. And I believe him. I believe him.
But what could he tell the truth about?
He was in the room when the president, but at that particular time, the host of Celebrity Apprentice he said racially and sexually inappropriate words.
But then I guess what is the criminality? What is the civil case? Why would he be called to testify in the first place?
If down the road, if President Trump did the Mark Furman and perjured himself, and I never used the N-word.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back. Just a bit outside. We got one more WTF moment for the week. And this one is about a nun. You know, there was a nun that is playing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Video's over? Oh, all right. Well, it's okay. Can you hear it? All right. Well, Sister Mary Jo Sobiek of Marian Catholic of Chicago. She's a nun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And she threw the first pitch, yo. And this nun was like awesome. You know, first pitches is like a pretty big deal in baseball. Oh, okay. All right. Can you hear it? Yeah. But, you know, a lot of people go out there and they really mess it up. You know what I mean? 50 Cent, he airmailed his joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are plenty of people out there. I mean, there's people out there who can't even make it to the mound. But this nun had, like, I don't know, angels on the pitcher's mound or something like that. It was crazy, man. She comes out there, and first of all, she comes out there, she's like this little old lady and everything. She looks all cute. And then she does this, like, ball flip, like, breakdancing move to show everybody, like, you know, let everybody know, like, hey, I got a little bit of skill.
Yeah.
You know? And you might not have really paid attention to it if you didn't pay attention to her moves. But, I mean, it was kind of an eyebrow raiser. So she winds up and throws a beautiful, like, first pitch. I mean, she cleared home plate and everything.
I hope Diane Duquette's watching.
Right. That was gonna be my next. You know, that was my next joke. Like, man, come on, sign up, put in, coach.
She's good for like 3 or 4 games a year, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she'd be better than Andrew Kashner and Alex Cobb.
Hey, Cobb's getting better. It's All-Star break.
So yeah, there you go. We had like a pretty long WTF segment this go around. It was kind of fun, yo. Kind of fun. All right, so.
That was the downer. You were the.
Right. Gosh. Like yours. I mean, you got people shaking dicks and getting body shamed. Like, damn, man. I don't even know what's going on.
The wild world of wrestling.
Yeah, speaking of which, let's do the real long wrestling with Mark Forster. Lord have mercy. I'm scared. I don't even know.
No dick shaking.
Okay, all right, cool. Great. Awesome.
Start off, our friends of from Ring of Honor.
Okay.
A lot of their wrestlers are going to be taking
action in this All-In event coming up. Bobby Cruz said he was going to be part of it.
Oh, our good friend Bobby.
And Christopher Daniels from Ring of Honor, he's going to be wrestling Arrow star Stephen Amell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amell, he took part in a WWE match a few years ago with Cody Rhodes. And now this is Cody Rhodes' event. They became good friends, and Stephen Amell's going to actually hit the ring one-on-one this time.
That's pretty amazing. Pretty exciting, especially if you're a fan of the sport. Yeah, you get to actually get to see that. Oof.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And the day before my birthday, so I might buy that pay-per-view.
Yeah. And where are they? Where is that taking place again?
Chicago.
Chicago. Wow.
Here's the thing. Like, they got a bigger arena than they usually or they would have run.
Okay.
Definitely bigger than like Ring of Honor and everyone.
Sure.
10,000 seats at the Sears Center, and that thing sold out in less than half an hour.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's the first non-WWE sellout basically since WCW was in existence.
Yeah. I mean, that's a treat, yo. That's a treat.
Crazy.
You said you're going to check it out, huh? Thinking about it?
Trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Okay.
But last night, WWE had their SummerSlam event.
Okay, yes.
It's supposed to be the second biggest card of the year besides WrestleMania.
Right.
And the whole weekend did not disappoint. Started off Saturday night with the NXT TakeOver.
Okay.
Velveteen Dream, who is Maryland's own Patrick Clark. This character's been really good. It's kind of like a Prince character. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
I meant Prince, like the Purple Rain?
Purple Rain, absolutely.
Does it come out with the ass out?
Oh, it's interesting you mentioned the ass. Because even though he won his match and he had a great match, he might have gotten himself into some hot water.
Uh-oh.
his trunks right across the ass. Airbrushed on there was "Call me up, Vince." And
the hell does that mean?
It means he wants Vince McMahon to call him up to the main roster.
Oh, okay, okay.
There had been rumors that they thought about calling him up, but now a lot of people are thinking like he's in trouble, putting that out there.
Oh wow.
And then there's other people that say there's no way he would have got on TV without it being approved.
Right.
So it is going to be an interesting week to see what happens, see if he really is in trouble. They're going to be taping their shows the next couple days for the next month or so. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Quick rundown on last night's events. The B Team, the Raw Tag Team Champions, they retained over the Revival. Oh shit.
Going to break?
No.
Oh.
Okay. There's something on the one of the pictures, Nate. It's Sethanos. So Seth Rollins, I mentioned him earlier.
Okay.
He's a lot of times for the big pay-per-views, they like to dress up and show a little bit of craziness. His ass, first match of the night for SummerSlam, he comes out dressed up like Thanos. Like his ring gear looks like Thanos.
Right.
He has this purple shirt with gold trim, and because he does a lot of kicks and stuff, his right boot and knee pad and everything were gold.
With Infinity Stones on them.
Gauntlet up front, yeah. So like just the right one was gold, left one was black.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
Oh.
And he actually wasn't the only one to do like crazy outfits. The New Day, they challenged for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They didn't win against the Bludgeon Brothers, but they came out with Sonic the Hedgehog inspired outfits.
That's pretty slick.
Kofi Kingston's had golden rings down the side and spikes. Xavier Woods had like tails and stuff about tails from the game, and then Big E's was like red spikes looking like Knuckles. It was crazy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Add a little spice and flair up to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The action got crazy, especially in the WWE title match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. They have a long history back in Impact Wrestling, and they took it up a notch. AJ's wife and I think youngest daughter were in the crowd, and part of the build-up for this feud, which has gotten a lot of flack, has been Samoa Joe like saying that AJ never wanted a family, and never wanted to be married and stuff. Like he got a letter from AJ's wife or something like that, and they really put a lot of emotion in the match. And at one point, they beat the hell out of each other.
Really?
And And at one point, Samoa Joe stands up on the announce table, looks at AJ's wife, and says, "Oops, sorry."
It's all good.
Says, "Don't worry, your daddy, he might not be coming home. I'll be your daddy."
Oh, no, you didn't.
Right then.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Right then, AJ Styles just pops up and like runs and spears off the table through the barrier on the side. And then he gets a chair and he just like starts beating the hell out of Samoa Joe. Disqualification, so he keeps his championship. And then out of the crowd, his wife is just yelling, "Enough, enough."
What?
Saying that her husband just snapped way too far. He's got blood coming down. He like walks up to his wife and like, they're talking or whatever, and you hear the daughter. You hear the daughter like, she's like 3 or something like that. She's like, "Daddy, you're bleeding."
Man.
Definitely show that emotion and that between husband and wife, where she's saying he's gone too far and like he's starting to understand. He doesn't even go to the back. He just like grabs his wife and they walk through the crowd and leave. Like he realized. And that's like the great thing about this feud. It's just gonna get crazier from here. You just tell. So I think the next few weeks on WWE is gonna be insane.
Lord, that shit was like a soap opera. I'm sitting up here looking like, and what happened next? That is crazy.
Oh, and the biggest news?
Yeah.
Roman Reigns finally did it.
What's that?
He beat Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh, actually, no, there's another one. He beat Brock Lesnar for the title.
Okay.
Ronda Rousey.
Yes. I was about to ask you about that.
Champion.
Yes.
She beat Alexa Bliss.
Yes, yes. And she's actually thinking about sticking around, like extending her WE career.
That's what they're talking about. Yeah.
Good for her.
I'm kind of surprised they put the title on her now. I mean, it's so soon anyway as it is, but
Headed into this Evolution women's pay-per-view, I thought maybe they'd save the win for that to give a feel-good moment to end off the pay-per-view or something like that. But maybe they're thinking for those areas that still buy or trying to advertise the network, getting people to buy the network. They put the title on her now as kind of a draw to watch her first title defense or something.
Man, I don't know. But I know she about to make a boatload of money, boy.
Oh, yeah. Already is.
And, you know, it's a lot of fun to see how far she's come. You know, starting off as an MMA fighter. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I guess we're gonna keep it moving. What we got next on the menu, man? Booty Huff. Booty Huff. Booty Huff. It's Booty Huff time. Who was Booty Huff and who came through in the Major League Baseball? I guess I'm gonna start off.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off. As a matter of fact, do we have an update on it? Let's do a quick update on the Orioles game, really quickly. As we said earlier, the Orioles is out there at Rogers Center in Toronto playing the Blue Jays. And I think the last time we checked, they were winning.
1-0, top of the fourth.
All right, there it is. There you have it. So we'll be keeping you updated on that. The Ravens have just gone underway. I'm pretty sure they'll be kicking off any minute now. So we'll keep you abreast of that as well. Hey, back to the Booty Huff, though. My Booty Huff pick for the week is the Atlanta Braves, yo. Atlanta Braves starting to look like the Atlanta Braves that we know and love. For real. They dropped their last 4.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
And even more so, they're in danger of giving up the AL East to the Phillies, man.
The Phillies are looking hot, too.
Yeah, shout out to the Phillies, man. I watched the game last night, and I'll talk about that in a minute for my come through. But who did you have? Who was Booty Huff this week, yo?
I got Chicago Cubs pitcher Yu Darvish.
Yeah, we talk.
Yeah, he had a rehab stint in Class A South Bend. He's been sidelined with triceps and elbow injuries. As he left the field after the first inning, he shook his arm after getting last out with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. When Darvish was warming up for the second inning, he threw 6 pitches and winced on each one. The catcher, who was with him for the rehab stint, walked up to the mound, called over the manager and the trainer, and Darvish went to the dugout. 1 inning.
Yeah.
Class A.
That's rough. That's rough. And, you know, the Cubs acquired him in the offseason for a specific purpose, man. And he just has been he's had a tough year.
Yeah, I mean, every year he's up there for the Cy Young. He's one of the contenders. And,
Yeah.
And you feel bad for the guy. 'Cause
Yeah.
Even though we call it Booty Huff and everything, it's just
Right.
this guy's career.
Right. Durability, though, man. I mean.
Yeah, you just hope he didn't do any further damage.
Right.
What he said was, when it happened originally in June, I think.
Okay.
He felt it and he kept on playing through. This time he stopped. So maybe he's trying to limit the damage.
I wonder if he's a free agent at the end of this season. I don't know. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's a tough break for you. That's definitely a tough break for you, and a tough break for the Cubs, man, because they're going to have to figure that one out. I wonder who they're going to have step up for that.
Well, you said your come through. It sounded like you were forecasting something about the Phillies. Tammy Johnson on the feed says, "Yay Phillies!" So let's hear it.
All right, so actually my come through was just Major League Baseball in general. You know, we talked about it a little bit earlier that the Little League World Series is going on right now. And last night I watched the whole entire game. Was the Little League Classic for Major League Baseball, and it was between the Mets and the Phillies. And you know, and this particular baseball game is just really awesome. A really awesome part of the whole entire tournament, because you know you get to see the players out there interact with the kids, and a lot of the kids get to talk and interview, you know, with players. It's like stars that they look up to, you know what I mean? And then also as well, like, you know, these big players and everything, they're equally starstruck by some of these kids, because I mean some of these kids they've just been so fantastic. And They play it in, I believe they're in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
It's a 3-hour drive from here.
Yeah, I know. Right. They play the game out there, so not only that, like the major leaguers get to go down to the, to the little guys' park and do the damn thing, and it's just like a whole nother feel out there, man. And even though this was like a legit major league regular season game, the players' attitudes were just completely like different. It was such a lighthearted game and such a lighthearted feel for Sunday Night Baseball. Man, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, they had one of the traditions out there was that there was like this hill that was just like muddy and you got to slide down. And I forget the chick's name that does Sunday Night Baseball, but she did it and she completely bit it and like fell off and slid down. Yeah. I mean, it was great. And then also too, like the players got to customize the back of their jerseys. Yeah. And Carlos Santana, the back of his jersey said Slam Tana, and he hit a home run, yo. And it was like, Caribbean and Mexico squad, they were sitting behind the dugout. They were all, like going off and throwing the sunflower seeds. So, that was really awesome for me. So, that was my come through. And I can't remember if the Phillies, I think they might have lost that game.
I think so.
Yeah, because I fell asleep on the end, but the Mets were holding them off pretty much all game. So, yeah.
My come through is actually pretty related to yours.
Oh, okay.
It's within the realm of the Little League World Series, but
sure.
My shout out goes to the Mets starting pitchers.
Okay.
So not only were they in attendance they played the game, they talked to the kids, they went up there and sat in the stands.
Yeah.
Took in the game in the stands.
Yeah.
You got Noah Syndergaard, Jacob DeGrom,
yeah.
Zach Wheeler,
yes.
and Steven Matz, just sitting back there with the fans, taking in the whole game, talking to people, even bought some ice cream for people.
Yeah.
Like, that is what baseball is all about, right?
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, just a really lighthearted, like you could just feel the energy, even if you were sitting at home watching this. I mean, like, just to see the player interaction. And, there was one, I can't remember the kid's name, but there was a pitcher that they interviewed, and he said, they asked him, like, what was your favorite, part of, like, this, this whole experience thus far? And, the guy's like, well, I'm a pitcher. You know what I mean? It's just meant so much for me that Noah Syndergaard and Jake Arrieta actually sat down and talked to me and gave me pointers. He's like, man, I'm just blown away by this whole thing, man. So, like, gosh, that's just one of the best parts of summer right there, yo. I guess we're going to keep it moving. Oh, you know what? You know who else was, just really quickly, you know who else was out there? I looked at my page. I totally forgot to talk about this. Monet Davis was out there.
Yeah?
Yeah, the girl that pitched in the Little League back in 2014 and was like super nice with it. Yeah, she was out there signing autographs and whatnot. And I think she probably about, I don't know, 17, 18 by now. But it was a lot of fun to see her out there as well.
That's cool.
Yeah. I wonder what she's doing now. She's got to be damn near coming out of high school, right? I wonder what she plans on doing for college. Or she's even taking up softball. I'm going to have to look into that, though.
And if you're listening, Arizona has a great softball program. Championships. Like,
that's legit. Yeah.
Like, seriously, like,
yeah.
You know how if your team is playing in a championship game, like Maryland basketball was back in, 2000, 2001? Mm-hmm. Like, every year, Tucson just shuts down and everyone just goes home and watches the girls on softball. Like, it's just like that.
Yeah.
It's as big as basketball and everything.
Really?
Period. Yeah. Like, I remember going over to friends' houses, kicking back with beers and everything, just
watching.
Softball.
Yeah.
And the women's college softball game is so incredibly crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they can do that run towards the ball, like on the bat. Oh, love it.
Hey, I wouldn't mind checking out one of them games, too. I don't know if Miss Marsha feels like hosting me for a weekend or something. Yeah. Might to see about that. Take it to the West Coast, baby. I think we run out of time. We're going to take a quick break. But
Tammy has another comment on the feed.
Oh, what's that?
Talking about the Little League World Series.
Oh, what's that?
You've got to go in person. The baseball fields are professional. It is a cool place.
Yeah.
And you know, when I moved here, like I even told myself that would be cool to check it out.
Yeah.
And every year, just let it go. So we got.
Yo, let's put that on the list for next year. Like seriously, let's really do that. Like you said, 3 hours away is no excuse for us not to go.
How do we get press passes?
Right. Let's start working on that right now. But yeah, so we're about to take a break. You know, this is just a bit outside with Be Exposed Radio, home of Cheryl Underwood Radio, weekday mornings at 10 a.m. We'll be right back, guys.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Don't forget, we got the Call Me promotion. Cheryl, call me. That's right. This is my number in the dime. Call me anytime. That's Sky.
Hey.
That's old school.
That's old school. Old school. So what we want you to do is give us a call at 1-855-Cheryl-1 and then say, hey, Cheryl, I listen to Cheryl Underwood Radio on blank. If you listen to us on XM Series, if you listen to us on internet stations, if you listen to us on low power stations, on HBCU stations, if you listen to us overseas, because we're on at least 9 international affiliates. If you're listening to us that way, just you have to say the call letters or the name of the station where you listen to us and then say call me, then give me your phone number. I will not air your phone number, but we will call you back. I will call you back if you say Cheryl called me. If you say Harry called me, Harry will call you back. If you say Courtney called me, Courtney will call you back. If you say Kyle called me, Kyle will call you back. If you say Jim called me, one of us will call you back. Because
especially on the topic.
Jim ain't calling nobody.
Because the white man is
The white man.
You got time for that.
the white man. That's right. That's right.
You got to go to work.
First initials D.
That's right. White man. And our super producer loves to call people back.
yeah.
So please don't ask him to call. Okay, tangent.
Don't ask Rob.
Yo, this
for a while.
Rob ain't calling.
No, but
That has something to do with an affiliate.
that's our vice president of affiliate relations at HBCU. And this is, oh Lord, I forgot. Somewhere in this show, I have to announce the 200 and what are we? 41, 42, 43. 40, we have 243 affiliates. So I have to announce
Wow.
Praise the
somewhere.
Lord.
God is good.
All the time. And all the time, God is good. But remember that time, Harry, when we had the promotion where you could win a date with Vic?
I remember that.
And them women was losing their mind, Courtney.
Yeah.
was the wild.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty cool. But hey, back to the discussion about Harry Sutherland feeling like the president should not use the N-word. Omarosa Manigault Newman.
That's right.
Something like that.
Is that her whole name?
That's the whole name. That's it.
okay. So she's just dropping bombs, dropping recordings
On everybody.
On everybody.
She's cutting loose. I'm
Okay, but
telling you.
what do you think about, before Jim weighs in, what do you think about the footage of was it a strategist or somebody or another aide discussing what they're going to do about the tape? Because the Mark Burnett guy that produces Survivor and all this stuff was claiming that it didn't exist.
That's right.
But then Omarosa had a tape with her talking to a strategist of some sort.
That's correct. She had that tape as well.
And they were talking about what are they going to do about this tape. And isn't the president in this discussion or something?
Yes, it's also a White House aide in that discussion.
That's what it was.
Two black women.
Yes.
And they were saying, listen, how can
Okay, hold that thought, because I was shocked. Hold that thought, Harry. I was shocked that there's two there, because Omarosa be acting like she the only one. Speak on it.
There's two other ones,
Speak on
Omarosa.
it. Speak on it.
And she don't represent all of us.
She don't represent all of us, Harry.
Not even most of us.
Not even the 5 that work here. On air. You know. But Jim represents all the white people.
All of us.
All of every last one. A 1, a 2, a 3. Harry, you want to do it on the other side?
Let's do it on the other side.
Because this is the best one. Tomorrow we will talk more politics. We just won't do it today. So, hey, we'll be right back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. Hey, we got a lot of sensitive discussions here because we're letting Jim pick the topics, and that black coffee is getting to him. Because I think you want to talk about this situation of a cover-up and how it's connected to something else, but we're going to try to wait till we get into sports. Because, listen.
I don't know if we want to bring the sports bar either.
Well, when
Pennsylvania.
When you listen to the World According to Show, the podcast of Cheryl Underwood Radio, you may hear our show prep discussion because I think the mics were hot.
Uh-oh, Steve Harvey.
Harvey.
Yeah, the last year didn't we? Last week didn't we talk about Steve Harvey had a $1.5 million fine because his mics were open.
Sure, he can't fine us for the podcast.
So absolutely. Hey, listen to me. All you got to do is subscribe, and you will hear all this juicy stuff. And we try to do something. We try to self-edit, and sometimes that's not necessarily working. That we self-editing. So Harry Sutherland, before we let Jim take over all the topics,
okay,
what if anything we could talk about? if anything,
we have our differences with our president, but I don't like the president using allegedly the N-word.
Oh man, you still on that?
I'm still on the N-word. My president cannot use the N-word.
Well, really nobody. Well, let me stop talking because in the entertainment we're gonna talk about what happened on the set of I Got the Hookup Too, and how it's gonna be really, really funny. But I said some stuff that's old school Cheryl Underwood.
She's back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Once again.
Oh my God, that's right.
Oh my God.
But it was the the liberal use of the N-word. But I agree with you here. What kills me, and Jim, no, you represent all white people here, is that white people want to tell us what racism is or what the goals are. Courtney, they want to tell us.
Chimed in real fast there, didn't she?
That's right.
Chimed in.
Right, because they want to tell us something. But I agree with you. And
you are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. BXR syndication just got bigger. Check out our site for other great syndications to get more from Be Exposed Radio. Like iTunes and other podcast services, simply click on syndication, BeExposedRadio.com.
You nailed that one.
I did. However, the Orioles may be, I don't want to say they got nailed, but trying to tighten it up. It's 1-1. It's bottom of the fourth. And Ravens got the ball. First quarter just got underway.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna see how long them starters stay out there, y'all. See what they looking like. So when we left off, what were we talking about? God, that fast.
Baseball.
Yep. Baseball.
Did it come through Little League World Series?
Oh yeah. All right, so yeah, we did that. All right, did that. So it's that time of year when we do our kind of like our MVP predictions and Cy Young predictions. Last week we talked about the NL Cy Young race it is, and I feel like the AL is not as clear cut. I mean, is more clear cut than the NL. For Cy Young. For Cy Young.
The AL is more clear cut?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Chris Sale.
Good drugs.
What? Okay, come on, bring it. Let's bring it.
All right. Actually, last week I would have totally agreed with you because we were trying to hit it last week, and I had Chris Sale as my pick.
Right.
This week, I don't even know who to pick.
Okay.
Like I don't have a clear pick. Corey Kluber.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the 147.7 Cy Young predictor. 25 games started, 168 innings pitched. Let's see, 160 strikeouts. Chris Sale's got 219. He's got the edge there. Chris Sale's Cy Young predictor, 143.4. Like, it's so close. And then what throws a really weird wrench into it all is on ESPN's Cy Young predictor, on the NL side, all of them are starters. On the AL side, 3 of the top 6 are not. Of non-starters, you got Blake Treinen from Oakland, 147.6 on the Cy Young prediction. Craig Kimbrel of the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, I've heard about him.
And Edwin Diaz of Seattle.
When's the last time a non-starter has won the Cy Young? That's a good question. We've got to have that for next time. Kimbrel's been doing pretty decent, but I mean, he's going to be in the shadow of Chris Sale. So, and then also too, like, I mean, okay, yeah, Justin Verlander's doing really well also, but you know what's gonna happen? All they're gonna do is fall back on the record. So that's why I'm like, you know, Chris Sale's pretty much got this. You know, it's his to lose. That's what I'm gonna say.
And then, like I said, Corey Kluber's got the highest Cy Young predictor, but then there's also Trevor Bauer of Cleveland. Like, Cleveland's just, maybe that's who the Orioles need to start trading with for pitchers.
Cleveland.
Yeah, they got a pitcher
farm system on lock, apparently.
Who's out there? Francona?
Yeah.
Terry Francona? Yeah. Yeah, he's familiar with us. So, okay, all right. So, but you still wanna watch a few more weeks of baseball before you actually, you know,
Like I
submit
said,
the decision for that.
Last week I was cemented on Chris Sale.
Right.
I started looking at stuff this week. I'm like, oh my God, like, it's just too close to call.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm predicting Chris Sale, you guys. There you have it. You know what I mean? That, like I said, to me, it's his to lose. So let's move on. Let's go back to the National League. NL MVP. What do you? How you feeling about that?
I think it's a close one too, but I think Javier Baez of the Cubs. I think he's just having a phenomenal season.
Okay.
I mean, there's other guys that are definitely in the conversation.
Sure.
And it's not an easy call. I don't think any of these are. Matt Carpenter, the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's who.
That's who you got.
Yeah. I mean, he also had he went a stint. I think he went he had a 6-game home run streak at one point.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Paul Goldschmidt, Diamondbacks.
Of course, you know what? He's always up in that mix, man. Every season.
Yeah.
Could this be his year? I don't know.
Like I said, though, I'm going with Javier Baez.
Okay. Oh boy, we got a comment from Mike Banks. Good old Mike Banks of Who Dat Nation. You know, football season is about to heat up, so we're gonna be hearing from my homies in a minute. Hey man, what's going on? Thanks for watching, Big Mike. Hey, hold that. I'm saying hold that, not who that, hold that. So yeah, so who did you settle on one?
Javier Baez.
Okay, I'm going with Matt Carpenter. Matt Carpenter. Yep. All right. So let's keep moving to the next category. AL MVP.
I think this one's not quite as many people stacked up as much as the other, but it's still, I think it's going to be a 3-way race. And it pains me to say because it's another AL East team.
Okay.
Mookie Betts.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, it's Mookie Betts to lose. He's been having a fantastic season.
Everywhere you turn, everyone's talking about him.
Yeah.
Even on ESPN, they're talking about him 9 times out of 10.
But you said the 3-way race, though. I know Mike Trout's up in there somewhere.
Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Jose Ramirez.
Okay.
Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
Like Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland's having a damn season.
I mean, that's Terry Francona, though, you know? That's the Francona way. So, did you decide on because are we both in agreement that it's Mookie Betts? Yeah. That really does suck because it's the fucking enemy. It's not good. It's not enough for them to just be the best in the division. You're the best player in the AL as well, and it's deserved. I don't have any stats up for Mookie right now, but I mean he's pretty much doing the damn thing in just about every offensive category there is, and he's had some pretty good defensive plays this season as well. Yep. All right, you guys, we're going to take another commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to finally talk about some football, man. And we ain't just talking about the Ravens. We already talked about the Ravens. We already talked about the home team. We're going to talk about some of the other teams, man. What's going on with some of these other teams. So don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside. Monday Night Football.
It's the jump off. Cheryl Underwood show. Hot topics. We discussing anything, it's a go. We going live now. Got a favorite song, call into the show. Is he ready? Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
That was slow.
Oh, hey.
We're supposed to have a cough button. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's true,
I'm sorry. What was I?
Here we go.
Here we go. Hey. No, that's the theme song that says here we go.
Went off.
What do I say though? I forgot. I had a cough.
Welcome to Cheryl.
This is Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Is that what I say?
Cheryl Underwood.
Is that what I say?
You think one of us
I
would know
don't
that?
think that's what I say.
Courtney, what you say, Courtney?
We've been doing it for 5 years.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Courtney Black. Thank you, Courtney Black, for coming to work.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Courtney Black, for coming to work.
Finally,
we will later on ask her in entertainment what happened on her trip and how was her trip. And Harry Sutherland, Jim wants to talk about what?
I want to talk about his rundown, Cheryl.
Oh, why Democrats?
Missing item, yeah.
Why Democrats love socialism more than
capitalism.
Yeah. That's right.
Didn't make the rundown.
Which I believe capitalism beats communism every day.
That's right.
That's why the Chinese don't have to fight us. They're just hitting us in the pistachio. With the tear.
That's when you hit somebody.
Hit him with a tear.
Hit him with a tear. So Harry Sutherland gonna get us 6 seconds from the Hill News. You can use word on the street. Kyle Irby, our man rights activist.
Be a man at all times.
I have dilemmas.
Looking forward to
I
that.
don't know what they are though. I found out I'm talking to my crush about somebody that he really didn't like. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Ooh.
I don't know what we're gonna do in the sports bar. We do it somewhere. And Vic Frost, the Iceman.
Oh yeah.
Come on now. Come on.
There it is.
Super producer, our surgeon, cuts it off. Hey, did somebody get ready to go to Radio Facts and check out if we have a banner up?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey man,
I'm going
hey
to
man,
that.
hey man,
I'm going to
hey
that.
man, everybody is in the banner.
What?
Hey
Everybody?
man,
Oh,
hey
what?
man,
Your favorite country lawyer?
hey man, that's right.
Your favorite.
First thing first.
Whatever.
See, I did. I'll let you come outside and
That's
play.
right. That's all right.
Damn. Thanks for the shout out, Cheryl.
Sure did. Did you hear that one? Did you hear that one? That's right. Hey, let's get to it. We'll be right back. We're Cheryl Underwood Radio. And now it's time for Cheryl Underwood Radio's 60-second moment in music history. Give it to me, Tyrone Dubois.
Thanks so much, Cheryl. I'm R&B historian Tyrone Dubois with a 60-second moment in music history. Aretha Franklin was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and sang in the Detroit church of her father, Reverend C.L. Franklin, while growing up in the 50s. Though starting at Columbia Records, she eventually moved on to Atlantic Records, and that's where the Queen of Soul was born. Her first single on the Atlantic label reached #1 was Respect, that made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Many hits followed, including gold-selling singles such as Baby I Love You, Chain of Fools, Think, I Say a Little Prayer, Spanish Harlem, and others. In the 60s, she became one of the biggest international recording stars in all of music. She was also seen as a symbol of Black America itself, reflecting the confidence and pride in the decade of the Civil Rights Movement. Her awards include the John F. Kennedy Award, Gospel Music Hall of Fame, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Like we say, share the link, share the love. And if you're local to Baltimore area, you have a business, you have a charity, or anything you need to promote, you know, BXR is having an open house this Friday, the 24th, 5 to 8 p.m., 200 East Lexington Street, Suite 200. Come on down. There'll be a live show going on. You can promote your stuff. You can talk to us and talk to other shows and do some business.
All right, there you have it.
So, there's no score in the Ravens game yet.
Nope.
But, you know, we talked about Andrew Luck earlier.
Right.
And, you know that saying, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all?
Shit.
Andrew Luck so far is 0 for 3. Hasn't completed a pass. Except for the one against our defense in the end zone. Interception Ravens in the end zone.
I wonder how far they ran that one back. I told you, boy, like, yo, our defense all right, man. I'm telling you, you got some ball hawks out that joint, baby. Oh, man, Andrew Luck, wow, that's got to be disappointing. Like,
nope.
You don't like his ass anyway, but yeah. So okay, well, thanks for that update. That was nice. That was delicious.
I get surprised with that.
All right, let's keep it in the NFL though. You know, we are. Pretty much everyone has played at least 2 preseason games, save for the Ravens and the Colts tonight. No, just save for the Colts. They're the only ones because the Ravens played 2. So I wanted to kind of get into some hypothetical, I guess, not necessarily hypothetical matchups, but, you know, just some questions to pose to the outsiders as well as to you, Mark, about the upcoming NFL season. You know, I wanted to go just a bit outside of the home team, just a bit outside of M&T Bank Stadium, and focus on some of the other teams, some of the other players. I was thinking about, because, you know, we also have like fantasy football season coming up. So everybody's always looking at individual players and you know, wondering how well, you know, a player is going to be doing. So, you know, over the weekend, I was thinking about quarterbacks and whatnot. And, you know, there's been a few changes. Some quarterbacks have shifted, you know, got a new team, new look and everything. And, you know, one of the questions that kind of popped up into my mind was, you know, in comparison between 2 quarterbacks, one, Alex Smith, who has left the Kansas City Chiefs and gone to the Washington Redskins, and Jimmy Garoppolo, who kind of came in at the end of last season. So, I mean, it's not necessarily him being in a new team, but it's still a fairly new situation for him. You know, I mean, the sample set from last year was so small, you can't, you know, me personally, I can't judge off of it. You know. So, and then this brings me back to my original question. Who do you think will have a better season this year? Alex Smith with the Washington Redskins or Jimmy Garoppolo with the San Francisco 49ers at that brand new stadium of theirs?
I don't have a doubt. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. He brought like a new sense of pride and focus to that team last year as they really rallied around him. And once they finally put him on the field, he tore it up. Very good.
Alex Smith, on the other hand, he goes to a Washington Redskins team that
they always have questions as to what they're doing and what their thought process is behind it. Like, I don't know if it was announced over the weekend or just today, but they signed Adrian Peterson to a 1-year deal.
Yes.
Like, I mean, Peterson's seen better days, and I'd be very surprised if he's their starter. So why are you going to put him on the field with Alex Smith, who is a veteran? He's not at the end of his career, but he doesn't have as long as Jimmy Garoppolo has.
Mm-hmm.
So, I see Garoppolo doing far better than Alex Smith.
Jimmy was definitely a breath of fresh air for the 49ers last year because, I mean, they literally hadn't won a game in like, what was it, like a season or some shit? I don't know. But like when he got that first win, it was like, I don't know, screams and cries to the heavens. So, I mean, I do understand the anticipation and the excitement behind that. But like I said, he's still very new. You know what I mean? And even though the sample set is small, everybody got to take a good look at his behind and prepare in the off season, you know, to come up with some defensive schemes for him. But this is the thing about Alex Smith, and this is the thing about the Washington Redskins when it comes to quarterbacks. Dog, it is always a quarterback. It's a never-ending carousel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't remember what the stat was last year, but they had so many quarterbacks in so many years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this year is no different. And I kind of feel like the Washington Redskins shoot themselves in the foot sometimes. You know what I mean? Okay, they might not have had the best, you know, I mean, Kirk Cousins, I don't think he was like horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just really tough for you to keep bringing new quarterbacks in. It's hard to kind of, establish offensive, like, God, what is you want to call it? Just your offensive way of doing things. It's kind of hard to establish that if you keep bringing different quarterbacks in, because for one, every quarterback isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Every quarterback brings different aspects to the game. You gotta play to the quarterback's strengths. But it's just hard to build the consistency with your offensive team when you're doing that, man.
And you mentioned Kirk Cousins, and they really shot themselves in the foot on his deal. They franchised him 2 years in a row. He was very unhappy being there. There was no way he was going to allow them to franchise him one more year. And you really wonder why they'd want to, because they're paying out the ass whenever you franchise a player. And quarterback, that's the most expensive position.
Yep.
So I think Cousins definitely is in a better situation now. And the Redskins, like you said, they have a quarterback carousel that's just it's astounding. And if you think back, like, they've never had a stable quarterback position. Like, even back when Doug Williams won the Super Bowl.
That's what I said. In so many years, it's like in more than, like, it's not even once a year. It's probably like 1.5 or something. It's like more than, and that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And then when they do have a stable quarterback, Cousins, they piss them off.
Yeah. And I think this is another area where I think Alex Smith might be at a disadvantage at the time that he's coming to the Washington Redskins. It also speaks to the fact that they signed Adrian Peterson. They don't have any big names seriously, on offense.
Yeah.
Who's the big guy on running back?
Adrian Peterson.
Before Adrian.
Joe Blow.
Right. Joe Orton. No.
Keep that put away.
Right. God, I can't get that out of my head. Okay. Yeah, so you know what I mean? So that kind of, you know what I mean? That I was thinking about that, and a lot of people are kind of scratching their head with the whole Adrian Peterson thing, but you can definitely make a living as a quarterback for the a running back for the Redskins. I'd be fearing for my job if I was a quarterback. I'm serious. You put on that burgundy and gold. So I think we're both in agreement on that, man. It's always sunny in California. So hey, good luck, Jimmy. Would you? Okay, all right. Let's do this. Would you draft Jimmy Garoppolo for your fantasy football team?
Are you giving a choice between him and Alex Smith, or in general for all quarterbacks?
I guess we can kind of do both. Just.
If it was between him and Alex Smith, I'm going Jimmy Grab. If I have to look at the entire league, I think Tom Brady goes number one in any league.
Okay, right. Even still,
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Would I draft Jimmy over Alex? I don't know. You do have that whole West Coast offense thing kind of going for Jimmy, but Alex Smith can throw the ball too. And seriously, talking about somebody shooting themselves in the foot, Kansas City.
Their quarterback now.
Right. And after what he did last season, that was a head scratcher for me as well, dog.
Yeah.
For me as well. So yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know. I might take Alex Smith on that one. The Jimmy Grab is just not proven enough for me yet. But let's move on. Let's go back. Let's go to the AFC North and talk about one of our rival teams that's very near and dear to us. No, I am not talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I'm talking about the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. Yeah, I heard Josh Gordon is back.
I had that written down here too.
Your face just.
Seriously, I think Josh Gordon is the very epitome of why the Browns are the Browns. You have a team that they get 2 first-round draft picks. They make moves in free agency, and then they let Josh Gordon back on the team. After Homeboy proved himself over and over again that he is just a leech upon the system.
I don't know if he's a leech upon the system or a leech upon the weed, for real, because
he's always going out for suspensions and personal reasons, and he didn't get his mind straight. Like, just trade him and get it over with. Release him. Nothing bad against the dude. Just I don't think Josh Gordon's built for the NFL. Maybe CFL, maybe Arena League. We'll see.
I thought I saw something about it. Is Hard Knocks about them this year?
Yes. What anyone wants to tell us, that's cool.
I want us to
they're playing like Uber drivers and everything.
Gentlemen, I have just received word.
Oh, I saw that headline, but I didn't.
Purchase notifications from Capital One.
Gosh, I don't know what the details are behind that. But yeah, that was we got the music.
Yeah, there's something weird.
Oh, okay. I'll probably my microphone. But yeah, what the? You didn't hear about that?
I didn't get to read the article because it was like right as I was heading out the door. I saw something on it.
Oh, we gotta look. We'll talk about that offline.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield, man.
Baker Mayfield.
I mean, are you sold? Like, what's up? What's up?
I'm not sold on him. I really want to see more in-game performances on him. But I've always been a Tyrod Taylor fan. And it
yeah.
I thought the Bills did him wrong. If you remember last year's preview,
yes.
Like I said, like the Bills were setting him up for failure, and he did his damn thing as best as he could until they could finally get rid of him. Tyrod's in the worst possible situation, not because it's the Browns, but because the fans are going to want Mayfield so bad, no matter how Tyrod's performing.
We always look at each other's heads and everything. Cause I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, man, what a tough break for Tyrod Taylor, who has proven himself to be a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He did very well. I mean, he's literally brought the Bills from down here to like from D level to like B level. And tough break. The things didn't work out with him. But then, you're like, okay, I'm this quarterback who's kind of established now and, kind of proving myself. And then you end up with on a team with the quarterback that everybody has been like talking about.
Talking about rotating quarterbacks.
Yeah. That's another one too.
It's interesting. Have you heard about the quarterback situation in Buffalo?
No.
So, the Buffalo Bills and the Browns played.
Yeah. Yes.
Buffalo quarterback A.J. McCarron sustained a potentially serious shoulder injury, throwing the Bills' quarterback situation in total disarray. Karma? You did Tyrod wrong.
And who's their backup? Who's their backup? No.
A.J. McCarron is their starter. That tells you enough.
Right. And I think did I hear something about Carson Wentz? Did Carson Wentz get injured or anything like that? I haven't heard anything. Okay.
No, Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. Okay.
He got a shoulder injury, but all the results came back negative. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess that's kind of a bit of a sigh of relief. But let's go back to the Cleveland Browns. This is a question that another question that I wanted to ask. Okay, you got two capable. I'm not going to say Baker Mayfield is proven, but you have two capable quarterbacks. You got Josh Gordon back there. You got Jarvis Landry to throw to. You got some decent running backs. All right, over or under 3 wins for 2018. Woo! Let's do it. Over or under.
Why the hell did you pick 3? Like, that's a tough number for them.
You don't think they can reach 3?
I think they can reach 3. Will they get more, though? Like, I gotta be honest. Like, you got 6 losses in the division right there.
Yeah.
Even the Bengals. Like, I think the Bengals beat them twice.
Yeah. So you don't even think they get to 3, huh? So you under on that.
I will go the over.
Okay, yeah.
I'll give it 5.
Hey man, this the year of the dog. You know what I mean? This is the year of surprises. You guys, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're gonna wrap this whole night up, baby. Let's go Ravens. Just a bit outside.
Check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm gonna give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I am saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. Exactly. Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue, and she wants to be.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Just a bit outside. Hey, look, we're about to wrap this thing up, but a couple of quick announcements coming up Friday. The Artist Exchange radio show with host Nate will be live at 2 p.m. And we've been pumping it all night. That will be followed by the BXR open house starting at 5 p.m. We got some updates for y'all from the home team. My man, Mark, let's go.
As we headed into the break, the Colts were up 3-0. They had a field goal, and then 7 yards. Flacco to Brown. That's the combination this year.
Yeah.
John Brown's like the most exciting part of that offense, I think, right now.
Fantastic. Like I told you, some of them starters got that burn today. Got a little bit of that burn, so I'm going to go home and rewind the DVR and check, see what they really looking like. But that's what's up.
Flacco's 7 of 9, 72 yards. Damn.
Uh-oh. Were you the one that said he might be the Flacco of old? Did you say that last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Well, yeah. Do we have a feel-good story for tonight?
We have a feel-good story for tonight. Let me get to it. All right. It's in the world of basketball, NBA.
Okay.
Philadelphia 76ers have fired. Not fired. That's not feeling good.
Damn, baby. No, we ain't trying. We're not wishing any ill will on you. We got you.
They've hired former Duke And WNBA star Lindsey Harding is a full-time scout for next season. Harding was the #1 pick in the WNBA draft in 2007. Only second former WNBA player. I'm getting ahead of myself. To be hired for a full-time scouting position with an NBA team. Dallas Mavericks assistant coach Jenny Buchek is the other, having done advanced scouting work for the Seattle Supersonics in 2006. Harding officially retired as a player in 2017 after 9 years in the WNBA. She spent last season in the NBA's basketball operations associates program. After completing the program, she interviewed with several NBA teams looking for a role that would allow her to learn and grow as both a future front office executive and maintain a connection to coaching. I knew I wanted to work with the team. That's the one thing you miss about most from playing, being part of a team, competing, and trying to win a championship. That's always been the goal, probably since I picked up the ball when I was 13. Harding joins Buchek, San Antonio assistant coach Becky Hammond, and LA Clippers assistant coach Natalie Case as former women's basketball players who have successfully made it to the NBA.
Yeah, you know, as always, and you know, I always say it, like, you know, the NBA, they always get it done when it comes to diversity and inclusion and just really just being at the forefront of a lot. I mean, last week we talked about the NBA teaming up with MGM, but, you know, this is a more serious, you know, type of issue. I mean, when we're in the kind of like a new age of like women's rights and whatnot, I mean, you know, so much crazy stuff, grabbing by the pussy, hashtag Me Too, everything is just out of control. But the NBA, you know, they always on point with that, you know what I mean? And shout out to Lindsay Whalen. You know, I'm a big fan of Duke too, and I remember her back in the day. So yeah. So I mean, that was really a good look. That's just about all the time that we have for you guys tonight. Next week is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have the all-women's panel, and in honor of football season getting ready to kick off in the regular season, we're going to have a panel of women professionals who actually work with football teams in the NFL. So don't forget to check out this episode and past ones too. Go to our website and click on the syndication. Yo, that's all we got for tonight. You know how we end the show? Baltimore, spread love, yo.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
So, Jacqueline. Yes, Mom? I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Wait,
Wait.
Mom, what? Huh?
What?